Hi, I'm Ron Nutter, and welcome to another edition of Tech Bites with Ron Nutter. Hey, have you seen these stop motion or time lapse videos that are out there? And I've recently had a case where I needed to be able to show that in some of the videos that I produce. So I had to go about figuring out how to do it. And this is where I found that I needed something called an intervalometer. Now, say that fast 3 times and not get into trouble. So this is something that it plugs into the accessory port on your Sony Alpha, and I'm using this with a Sony a6000. I've got 5100s. I've got several different Sonys. I love them, but make sure that this is good for the particular model. This one's supposed to be universal for all of the Sonys in the A line that I've got. You can set this up to fire off at a certain time. You can use this for family photos. So if you need 30 seconds to get into the picture, you can tell it to wait 30 seconds and then fire the shutter. You can, if you're trying to do a time lapse, you can do some calculations, and there's several websites that you can find that will help you with that. You tell it how long the event is, and you have to go like what frame rate you want it to be at, which I normally shoot around 25 frames per second. And it helps you set it up so you'll set it, maybe I've had them set as little as taking a picture every 5 seconds, or sometimes it's been every 30 seconds. And then you can use some other software to put that whole time lapse into play. And your other options, you can shoot an extended length video, but hopefully you've got a memory card that's large enough. And I've had some of my time lapses go over 24 hours where it was shooting a frame about every 10 to 15 seconds. So I don't think there's a memory card large enough to handle it, especially when you're shooting into the HD to 4K range. Anyway, this is something that's well worth putting in. Runs on AA batteries. I've used AAA's. Uses AAA batteries. I've used AAA rechargeable in it, had them running for several days under consistent use. Never had a problem. This is well worth the price of adding it to your camera bag for those situations when you either want to try that kind of shot, or you may have a need to have an extended length fire so you can get everybody together. So if you don't have a wireless remote, this gives you another way to get some of those pictures you might not get otherwise.